The question I have for the panel today, if I may ask, let's say a woman goes through her 30s unchosen. Unchosen means not married or never lived with a man where she had to learn how to cope with combining households with a man. If a woman go through her 30s, which is very critical years of her life, without ever being chose, can she be salvaged into a life partner? But through her 30s, she wasn't chose for real. She just got down, dropped off, kicked it with the homegirl.
You want me to have a husband?
Yeah. Don't you want a husband? Don't you want a family?
I just want a nice person.
So you just want a relationship?
I don't just want a relationship. I want to be with somebody who loves me.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Cares about me.
Okay.
I want to really genuinely be happy.
You want a family?
I do want a family. I want like 5 kids.
I mean, 5 with your career, I mean, you have to take a break. You ready to take a break? You just getting started?
No, I ain't got to take a break. Cardi was performing pregnant.
You gonna be on stage 7, 8 months?
Maybe. with the Megan Thee's too. Baby in there rocking.
Nah.
See, modern women aren't prepared for success. They want to be married, but they're not prepared to be wives. They're not prepared to win. This is why they end up wrecking their own home. This is why you see women with good men who wreck them, because they are prepared for the struggle. And in our culture, we deify that. The music talks about it.
I think some of them may have a chance, and you know why?
Please explain, D. What makes you think a woman who has been through the ringer her whole 30s, promises like a little girl who daddy coming to pick her up, how can she be salvaged?
Well, if she meets the right guy that is willing to, I guess, just show experience, give her the experience, the proper experiences she needs.
I hosted Saturday Night Live with Megan Thee Stallion. I said, when you get to your old phase, give me a call. You know, she gotta fuck her rappers and whatever right now. Get her point guards in there, you know?
Hey.
But at some point,
You're having fun now.
at some point,
you gonna want
need somebody to take care of that debt. And that's where I come in.
Chris,
We love you, Megan Thee Stallion.
first of all, it's so good because I know he's not playing.
I just put it on the table,
Yeah,
Kev.
you didn't give her time to think about it.
I don't want to be inappropriate.
Yo, you don't want to see her face afterwards. Yeah.
If she's never had a guy down for her like that, or to show her the right stuff or whatever, an experience like that, I think there's opportunity there. There's a chance. You just said, coming from that, like that she didn't live with somebody, she didn't know, she went through the gamut, she did what she had to do, and then boom, she meets
In her 30s.
Going through the characters
man,
of Sex and the City.
say.
Samantha.
Is this not a picture of me? Because I was like, this is horrible. This is a horrible character.
Yes.
But then as the show kept going, I was like, okay, hold on, wait a minute. She runs men. Like, she does not let men run her. She keeps trying to tell the girls, like, stop making the man the center of your life. Like, go shopping, have a good time, make your money, have fun with your little toys. And I'm like, yes, I get that.
Megan Thee Stallion, her music, when you rap about things that you know and experiences that you do, and you be talking about that diamond. I don't think that's really gonna work. That's the point of her name. The point of her being a stallion. It supersedes anything that you're saying.
I know she.
So
I
I
good.
think
It's like nobody be listening to my music. They be like, oh, Megan Thee Stallion. I cannot believe she likes to have sex. I cannot believe Megan Thee Stallion. We shall be.
They look up long and you can look down. You know what I'm saying, Ocho? But hey,
yes, sir.
I have a stretched out like a 2:45. You know what I'm saying, Ocho? Don't play with me. Ocho, you better stop playing with me, Ocho. Bad bleed. I keep that liquid on me now.
If I catch a body too, like, oh my God, like, we gotta go together, like, cause I'm not trying to.
You don't have a lot on you.
No,
your numbers
like,
ain't high.
And even if we break up, I'm still trying to on you, like, cause I'm not about to. I'm not adding no unnecessary. Cause you know how long it took for us to do it, so like, hell no, you got.
We finna still do it. And even if he in another relationship, then you never still mine. Yeah.
Man, listen, Meg, Unc right here, man. Holla at him. I ain't got to say nothing. I ain't got to say he's shooting his shot.
Ain't no shooting no shot. We just having some fun, Ocho.
She got good knees. She got good knees. You got bad hips. She got good knees. That's a perfect match.
Ocho.
Oh my God. I'm done. I'm done with the shreds. So toxic in the shreds. I'm tired of the shreds.
Right.
The last of her childbearing years and the beginning of her elderly years. The
Like
last of her childbearing years. If you have one of them over 40 babies,
Here we go again. No, not necessarily. I don't think so.
you're going to have a
That was back in the day, and my family had kids late. My grandma had my baby uncle, who's a year and a half younger than me.
Ladies and gentlemen of Polite Savages, we are now about to embark on a journey sure to anger feminists and modern women alike. And this one's for the ladies looking for daddy old deep pockets, not knowing that OG wants to bounce that cake like Duncan Hine. As always, we can only guarantee to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth as we see it. So there's nothing else left to do but get on into it. Are you ready? Let's go. Years ago, an OG told me, young man, I ain't turning down nothing but my collar. And what he was talking about was he wasn't chasing the ladies that did not like him. He was only chasing ladies who showed interest, who liked him. Even under those circumstances, you got to keep your head on a swivel and understand why they are coming around fooling with you. But a lot of these OGs, they don't care. They're looking at these ladies, and these ladies are putting it out there. Hey, you got to pay for this. You got to take me here. You got to take me there. I want you to take care of 100% of my lifestyle. But what these ladies aren't telling you is what are they doing for that privilege.
If you're a grown woman who's a well-able body, you should always have your own money. You should never be dependent on no man 100% financially to take care of you. Y'all both should be getting your own bag. But y'all be using religion as an excuse to be a bum. Being a wife, being a mom, cooking and cleaning, that's cool and all, and that's a big job in itself, but that's not no money, okay? You should always have your own bag, because what you gonna do when he decides he's tired of you? What you gonna do when he decides he don't want to be with you no more? You could be married today, divorced tomorrow, in a relationship today, not together tomorrow. Everything is temporary, just to come into our life for a season, to teach us a lesson, to elevate us. Then when it's time to let go, then that's that. Okay, so what you gonna depend on financially then, huh?
I'm in a relationship where my boyfriend pays for everything, like rent, food, when we go out, trips, like all the things. Now, I own a multi-six-figure business. I make my own money. If I want to go and do something, whether it's with my business, an opportunity, travel, buy something, like literally anything, and he doesn't necessarily agree with the purchase, the opportunity, or he would much rather spend the money somewhere else, think of it in your own way. If you have money and you don't agree with something, you're going to keep your own money. So females, always make your own, because whenever you have opportunity to go do something, you still have your own money.
Modern women are prepared to do everything by themselves and think about self above everything else. And it bothers most modern women to admit they need a man. Well, let me be the first one to tell you, unless you're going to make $80,000 or more in Dallas, Houston, Austin, San Antonio, and you're going to invest it wisely and not touch it, you need a man. You need a man because you won't make enough money to live. Modern women are not prepared. Modern women think they have time to prepare later on.
Winter is coming.
And winter is here.
Megan Thee Stallion is setting a bad precedence for all the modern ladies out there. These ladies think they got the time, they got the ball in their hands. They're willing to let the clock run right down to the wire, making that last-ditch three-point shot. The problem is, no matter how hot these ladies think they are, if these ladies have been preparing and they've been living their life and walking through the dark, they're going to end up heaving and throwing a brick against the backboard as they slam right against the wall. The last call for alcohol is almost all the way up. Even the promiscuous, slutty-like ladies with big old butts is gonna get their panties in a bunch when they realize not even the white, nice, fantastic fans are willing to even shell out $30 for lunch. But the modern women out there in the sisterhood think they got that time, allowing 3 or 4 rappers like Megan Thee Stallion filling up their dense heads with hot air and helium, with talks of manifesting the man of their dreams, a man that'll come in and save them, a dashing, daring man coming and riding up on his steed to save them from all of their problems, especially their money problems. But here is the conundrum when Meg Thee Stallion goes and says this.
That's Megan Thee Stallion. Own her masters. Yes, Megan Thee Stallion does own her masters. Everything that has been going forward since Hiss on down, from Megan Thee Stallion Act 1 to Act 2 to Act 3, and for the rest of time, I own my masters. So make sure you run it the up, hotties. Woo.
Megan's got the money, she got the masters. She's got the clout and she's got the status. But when it really comes down to it, and I can say this with no doubt, that every man in here, one's with a regular 9-to-5, to high value man with high status, and can't afford the time. We'll see the girl next door, the girl at Subway, the girl at Target, and a girl like Megan Thee Stallion is just another medallion to put in his collection. Another statistic for the books, hook, line, and sinker. These ladies hustle slits is for a good time and not a long time. Cause the only thing the man will be bringing her is not a ring around the finger. If she's lucky and hasn't been acting up, maybe just possibly, he'll book her an Uber.
You are the most expensive you will ever be at 35 to 40. Your fertility is at its lowest. Your debt is at its highest. You are milk that's about to spoil in the morning. Oh! At 35 to 40, you are in the area of spoiled milk. Don't get mad at me. I just work here.
And if you notice, a lot of times the women who dress loud don't talk loud.
Because they normally have a dick in their mouth.
Yeah, they got a plan.
Oh my God.
They got a plan. Who talk loud normally don't have no plan. But a that dress loud, she know what she attracted.
He said the women that talk loud ain't got no plan. But the women that dress loud, they are quite cunning.
Oh, elite level.
This is why you start to see more women over 33 starting to dress more provocatively, put themselves out there, because they are selling sex. Because they don't have youth to sell anymore. They've been out there too long.
They had the Oscars.
Right.
Meg Thee Stallion had her titty out. Did you see the dress or whatever thing she had on?
No, I didn't get a chance.
I don't know.
Titty out. They put a pasty on the front of it.
Women dress like that in public, it should void their life insurance. You are increasing the chances that some dangerous is gonna happen to you.
Lonnie Sema. That man said nothing wrong with a prostitute. Pretending to be a prostitute is wrong. You can't fool me. It's not the distant past where I don't remember you was out here naked.
What they're doing is they're turning it out. They're busting it open. They're bouncing that cake up and down. When you see these young ladies on these boats looking pretty, are they really on those boats by themselves? No. The dude taking a picture is the dude tapping that punani. And they don't want to show him because he's the sugar daddy, the OG, the old man on a boat, rocking the boat, getting everything he wants from her. And listen, it may be 15 minutes of thunder, but it's 15 minutes that he's going to claim for his.
How old are you?
35.
Are you single?
I am. The fact that I didn't start taking dating seriously until probably my 30s. When I was in my 20s, I was just enjoying myself, living life, working on me.
When's the last time you guys?
Like 2 weeks ago.
What's the chances I could be the next person?
Oh God, 95.
95.
That's a real good chance.
What's the chance that we can keep the camera on?
That you can keep the camera on?
Yeah, while we in there. Never made a before.
I have, but with my boyfriend back in the day.
I can be your boyfriend for the night.
You can.
Oh my God! This is what he does! This is what he freaking does!
But why do you think you had that mindset back then, as opposed to now?
I grew up an only child. I've always kind of done things for myself, by myself, and I was living my 20s that way. I have had an incredible life and still do, and I just didn't start really thinking about dating until my 30s.
So at what point did the mindset shift occur to you that made you go, oh my God, I'm running out of time?
I never had the thought I'm running out of time. The aha moment for me, I was actually on a vacation with a girlfriend, and we were walking down the beach, And I had the thought to myself, this is really nice and I'm glad that we're here together, but I'd rather be here with my person. I've never been happier, healthier, wealthier, sexier than I am right now. But what's the point of having all those things if I have no one to share them with? It's not when I'm sad, it's not my bad days that I wish I had a partner, it's my best days. When I'm making memories, I wish I was sharing those memories.
A lot of these ladies are out here full of that cabbage, acting like that they punani is worth this. Oh, they kitty cat is worth that. But what it really comes down to is their kitty cat will go to the highest bidder because that's what they put it out there for. Because they want it all. And they figured out that they need to have them 3 or 4 men to make that one complete guy.
That whole thing about 27, time to sell. 30 years old, 50% off. I sat down talking to a woman who, by all accounts, most people would say she's very attractive. And it bothered her that I said, you about to tell me I'm 50% off? And I said, yeah. Because beauty ain't special. You're not rare. 50% off at 30. 35, clearance. 40% outlet. 50% Goodwill Salvation Army. That's not a joke.
Bottom line.
You see, these ladies, they want that handsome man that they can go up to and get exactly what they want from him, that make them tingle down under. They want the respectable guy that they can step out with, the dude who they can put on their arm and introduce to mom and dad. Another fella to give them that thug love that they've been wanting. They don't want that roughness all the time, but he's the dude to come down and get it done when they want to be choked up, slammed around, turning their house into a dang WWF match. But when it comes down to the backdoor man, the money man, oh, that's the OG Pops. And these dudes, when they get down to it, they gonna spend a few dollars to make you holla. And they're not even worried about it because they've already lived their life. I'm not telling anybody what to do, but fellas, understand the game and where you fall into this hierarchy, because it's a cold, cold world. And either you're gonna play it, you're gonna master it, or you're gonna get played by it. You dig?
That's all I got for you, you polite savages. Like and subscribe. Hit us up on all social media networks.
We found true happiness.